Why won't this come out? It's supposed to just come out. That's why it wouldn't come out, stupid. I'm not a smart man, and it's very obvious. Okay. Everything seems to be in pretty good kit. Alright, so today we are taking apart this Saginaw gearbox. As you saw in the last little bit or blurb I showed you, you can see that I definitely did some things wrong and broke some things. Ended up snapping off this dowel pin right here because I ended up putting it in wrong. It's supposed to go in right like this, and I had it swung 180 out. And when we tightened it down that day with Granberry and I ended up snapping it off. So I had to get that drilled out and put a new dowel pin back into it. And now we got to take the whole thing apart so we can pull all the ball bearings out. Because I had to pull this out, all the ball bearings that were here ended up getting out of space. So we're gonna end up taking the whole thing apart, repacking the bearings, and then throwing it all back together, and hopefully it works well enough in order to go back in the truck for the short term. Well, long short term, I'm not 100% that this is going to be the gearbox that we're going to end up using in the truck. Mainly it's really old and I don't know how well it's going to work, and realistically it could use a rebuild. But like I said, I don't know if this is the one we're going to use, because if it is bad and just too loose, a rebuild isn't really going to fix that, and that could be worn and whatnot. So there's $600 for a new one, and then I would just have to swap out the shaft that I had machined right here, which is no big deal. You really pop off the top lock pin here and then swap it out with the one I had machined. It's no big deal. So this is just to get it on the truck and get the truck mobile, because like I said, we're gonna be moving here. Well, we have the potential of moving. We're not, that's still up in the air, but I need to have everything ready. So we'll get this torn apart, get it all back together. Hopefully it works. Get it back on the truck, and then it'll steer, and it'll be easier to put it on and off the trailer from there. But all right, so let's get into it. Yeah, it's just gonna be real tight. Real tight, but all right. I just feel like that Simpsons meme, I'm in danger. Oh, God dang it. You guys might want to stand there. Over there. Because I am doing something that may fly out here in a second.
You can spring it?
Yep. Alright, we're good. Oh, fuck. All bearings. Lost one. All right. There was none in there. All right. Let that drain for a little bit. Oh, that smells terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, if I look in here, oh. I got ball bearings, but I'm pretty sure that, something is chewed up here. Actually, no, I think that's just the stopper. We'll find out in a second here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think it's supposed to be 22, which would make sense. I think I lost one. All right, so we are not rebuilding this in the sense of like gaskets, and even I'm not even cleaning it all the way up. Realistically, the only reason I'm doing this is because when we modified it, I had this shaft turned down and modified to accept the new shaft that we're using on the Cadillac. And when I did, I accidentally put it in wrong and ended up breaking this dowel pin off, so I had to get that replaced. But by doing that, I had to pull this out, which dropped all the bearings out, which made everything not work anymore. So I have to break it down this far in order to put all the bearings back into this unit right here so I can put everything back together. I see most of you will probably be, well, why don't you just rebuild it while you're here? Well, because this is on a project that I'm not playing with for a long time, and I actually don't think it really needs it. And I don't feel like putting the money into it. And worst case scenario is I just got to tear this back apart, which, as you can see, wasn't the end of the world. And I learned a little bit of something so far, so. I will probably end up just getting a new one at some point and swapping the tip over. I'll just pull this bad boy out this way to make sure it's not sitting underneath the wheel. I also don't know if it's actually a 21 or a 22. Aha! Got him. All right, 22. Boom. Sure. Drain that a bit. Bring that out. All right, so now this goes back in like so. Nice. And then this. Check everything. That looks good. Needs to go in something like so. Okay. That's an issue. I need to screw this out. Aha! Oh, you moron. How did... Don't worry, folks, I'm just one of those dumbs. Oh. I'm an idiot. He's just a big old dum-dum. So I have to do everything I just did inside the gearbox. That's the only way this works. So yeah, not the end of the world, but you know, life is always harder when you're done. Shit. Let's make sure I got all my ball bearings again. All right, so I got 4 in there. I have 1 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. Okay. Now, this. Shoot. Okay. Okay. Now that that's turned at a medium pace, the washer's still on there. The bushing is still in there. Ah, shit, too far. Okay. Now I have a light. All right, money. Now I have the fun job of sending all these ball bearings through again, but this time inside. Oh, shit. There's my magnet. Gotcha. I missed the hole. Mother shit, and then I did it again. What's up with this one? This doesn't want to go in its hole. There we go. Alright, well, if I did this right, there's a big freaking if on that. Oh, okay, so we're just gonna pull a little bit of this everywhere up in here. Slap it together there. Alright, so if I did this right, emphasis on the if. Okay, it fell in like it was supposed to. Alright, I'm gonna try and at least tighten this one down so it doesn't fall off. Okay, uncool, crap. How am I gonna spin? Oh, that's how I'm gonna spin it. Stupid. Muy stupido. So there's a 1/2 inch socket spot on the end of this thing. Good. All right, so as you see, I've been working inside this tiny hole and getting everything that you saw me do before done inside of there. So now we are going to throw the end cap back together, which the O-ring looks fine. Just going to clean the end cap up, and then we're going to hammer the keeper back in and call it a day. So yeah, that was just a quick and down and dirty tearing apart a Saginaw steering gearbox. Realistically, like I said, I don't know how well this thing is actually going to work and if it's even going to be the one that stays in the car. I just needed to get it back to a place to where it can roll because, as you know, we're getting everything done to a point because I'm going to have to move. And if that's the case, it being able to steer with the Cadillac interior, its steering wheel and everything, that's going to be huge. So we're going to get this thrown back in the car. Probably one of these days, probably tomorrow, next day. I'm not exactly sure, depends on the weather. And then, realistically, that's the last thing the ramp truck really needs. So once we get back to working on this thing again, I get power steering hooked up and it leaks all over the place or whatever happens, we'll address that at that point. For this time being, it mechanically works, which is all that matters. So we'll get it thrown back in the car, do what it needs to do, and we'll go from there. So make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you guys thought of this little video. It wasn't very instructional. It was a lot of me struggling, but figured I'd turn on the camera and let you guys see how not to do it. So like I said, hit the like and subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.